Have you ever felt truly seen? Not just looked at, but seen? As if someone looked into your heart and recognized your fears, your hopes, your hidden wounds, without a single word being spoken? In a world where we scroll past hundreds of lives in seconds, we often forget the depth of connection that comes from simply being real. We've been taught that vulnerability is a weakness, that to be strong is to be composed, collected, in control. But what if the opposite is true? What if our softness is our strength? What if the cracks in us are not flaws, but doorways? Today, I want to tell you a quiet story, not about heroes or enlightenment, but about the brave act of one person choosing to be real, and how that truth set another soul free. Because sometimes the smallest moment of courage, a trembling voice, a tear not hidden, a truth finally spoken, can create a bond more powerful than years of polite conversations. This isn't just a story, it's an invitation to take off the mask, lower the armor, and discover that underneath it all we're far less alone than we think. We live in a world that rewards appearances, smile in photos, show your best angle, filter out your flaws, digitally and emotionally. From a young age, we're told, be strong, don't cry, keep it together. At work, vulnerability is called unprofessional. In friendships, we fear being a burden. In relationships, we hide our insecurities, afraid they'll make us unlovable. So we wear armor. We pretend we're okay. We laugh when we want to cry. We say, I'm fine when our hearts are screaming. But here's the truth. Armor may protect us, but it also keeps us isolated. Social media amplifies this pressure. Everyone's life looks curated, effortless, but behind the perfect selfies are silent battles, anxiety, loneliness, self-doubt that rarely make it to the feed. And when we believe we're the only ones struggling, we isolate ourselves even more. We think we need to fix ourselves before we can be worthy of connection. But what if we've had it backwards all along? What if connection doesn't come after perfection, but before it? There's an old Japanese practice called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold. The cracks are not hidden, they're honored. This is the philosophy of vulnerability, to show your cracks not as shame but as beauty. True vulnerability isn't oversharing. It's not a performance. It's the quiet, trembling courage to say, this is me, as I am, unfiltered. When we show up this way, something shifts. It's as if we give others silent permission to do the same. Think of great leaders, spiritual teachers, and even artists who've moved us. Most of them didn't inspire because they were flawless, but because they were honest. Their openness made them magnetic. Because vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the bridge between souls. And when someone opens up first, even a little, it's often all the courage we need to meet them halfway. When we show up this way, something shifts. It's as if we give others silent permission to do the same. Think of great leaders, spiritual teachers, and even artists who've moved us. Most of them didn't inspire because they were flawless, but because they were honest. Their openness made them magnetic. Because vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the bridge between souls. And when someone opens up first, even a little, it's often all the courage we need to meet them halfway. In 2015, during a subway delay in New York, a man began to cry silently in the crowded train. For a while, no one said a word. But then, a stranger passed him a napkin. Another asked, "Are you okay?" A third offered water. Within minutes, a small circle formed around him. Strangers connected not by history but by shared humanity. That's the power of vulnerability. It disarms our defenses. It creates us out of me. It reminds us we are never truly strangers, just people waiting for someone to go first.
If you're wondering, how do I begin? Start small. Find safe spaces. Not everyone deserves your full story, but there are people, trusted friends, therapists, even online communities, where openness can blossom. Share one real thing. Next time someone asks how you are, go a little deeper than fine. Even saying, "Today was a bit hard," actually can invite a real moment. Practice brave conversations. Choose one person. Prepare the words. Speak from the heart. It might be messy. That's okay. Vulnerability isn't supposed to be polished. Listen deeply. When others open up, honor their courage. Don't fix, just be present. Sometimes silence is the most healing reply. When we dare to be vulnerable, something magical happens. Not only do we feel lighter, but others feel seen. This is how communities shift, how teams become families, how strangers become soul friends. When leaders say, "I made a mistake," it invites honesty. When parents say, "I'm scared too," it teaches courage. When you say, "This is me," someone, somewhere, breathes easier, because now they know they're not alone. So today, don't be flawless. Be true. Let your story crack open, just a little. Let your unseen thread connect with someone else's, because connection doesn't need perfection. It only asks for presence. With gentleness, Zen stories and wisdom.